Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for booming in. Good morning, Jojo Wave, Adrian Kent. There's a couple OG boomers here in the box. The rest of the boomers in the foxholes pouring in. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto boom that we cover every single day out here. Guys, Fantom, FTM. Guys, at the end of the day, we're pulling up with some gains right now. $1.35. We identified this one when it was above 100 rank on the coin market cap, and now it's pulling up. I think it's number 50. How high could it go? We'll be talking about what the potential could be and more. Spooky, Spirit, Tarot, Zoo, Scream, the Fantom Punks. We'll be even checking out on Tomb, see what happened over there, because I did lose some on Tomb. I mean, you know, everything is booming, but that Tomb exploit, I took an L. You know, I said this before, guys. If you're gonna call yourself a crypto maniac soldier here in the trenches, you gotta be prepared to lose an arm, a leg, a limb on these trenches out here, guys. It's pure warfare out here. At the end of the day, we got decorated soldiers here in the trenches. OGs, Jojo, Adrian, and the rest of the boomers. Guys, make a comment, a subscribe, a post notification. Let me know you're out here. Let me turn off these coins, show you guys the charts. Look at this thing. It's very, very, very extremely sexy. An extra kapump, an extra kaboom, another bomb. 136. I mean, I was buying the dips up into $1, and that was about it. I haven't bought since $1. We've been buying dips since before 30 cents. I mean, so this thing has been a total kapump. We'll be looking at these charts and see how high it can go, or at least, you know, speculate, talk. And I want your opinion here in the population of the chat box. Let me know, Jojo. Let me know, Adrian. What do you think Fantom could do? Are you in the play, or what's going on out there? I think most of the boomers may be. How about Hex? All-time highs with, I didn't even notice that. Hex at 40 cents. Another boom. Sheesh. I got to say it again because it's the mistake that I made. I had people pulling up on the chat every single time. Champ, the Hex, champ. And it's true. I'll be honest, I wasn't feeling the vibe with the top hat and all that. But at the end of the day, they airdrop Hex to the BTC holders. I slipped up. You probably slipped up too. I know some people slipped up. And it could have been a multi-million-dollar kapump should we had claimed the airdrop. I assume. Look at this thing. It had pumped since it was below I mean, come on. So at the end of the day, you know, the past. We're in the train. We got 10-year stakes. We're in it to win it. We're in the pulse chain. We're in the Hex. And you know what? Let's go. I mean, you know, I'm not a cult member, but I got skin in the game out here, guys. 40 cents Hex. And listen, at the end of the day, let's be 100. Why would the price of Hex drop with this anticipation of pulse chain fork coming, where you could duplicate your Hex and get P-Hex on the other side? What it's going to be worth, I don't know, but it's I mean, come on. It should be worth something, I assume, perhaps, maybe. Hey, champ, what do you think about Etna gaming, NFT, and lending platform, says Jason Newberry. I'll keep it 100. I mean, I've heard the name, but I don't really think about that. It hasn't really came across my desk much. I mean, I like gaming, I like NFT, I like lending, you know, all that stuff is pretty saucy. But when when it's specific to Etna, I mean, I've heard the name. It's not like I've never heard of it, but I have nothing to say. I'm not saying it's a boomer or a doomer. I have absolutely nothing to say. I just much talk about it hasn't been around. Now, when it comes to NFTs, I'm excited how they relate to Fantom. Let's go back to Fantom because they're doing this Ardeon or I forgot the name of it, but they're basically doing like an open sea over there on Fantom. They're going to have a bridge for NFTs that the Fantom Foundation is going to subsidize. I believe the bridge is going to be free for people to bridge over their NFTs and do this whole NFT stuff that's trending. Everybody's all NFT'd out. Honestly, I never really picked up the NFT trend, but I picked up a couple punks. I got a couple NFTs. And that may be another one that blew right by past us because the last time I think what was it, Marlon here in the chat, he reminded us, it's like, correct me if he's wrong and I'm wrong. There were an airdrop to ETH holders, and now, I don't know. I think the crypto punks were an airdrop. So I mean, most of us here in the box had ETH. So I don't know if you did or didn't claim your crypto punks, but my understanding is that out of all the crypto punks, the cheapest one right now selling for 100K. Okay, so I mean, boom after boom after boom after bit after bit after pump after ka-pump. That's all I got to say, guys. I mean, there's airdrops flying off the ceiling out here. I got to duck and hide and move because they're dropping coins on me out here, guys. Hey, champ, have you heard something about Robo Vault on Fantom? Yeah, I did, Lex. I believe that Robo Vault had something to do with Tomb Finance over there. And unfortunately, Tomb was exploited somehow, and their token crashed. And I suffered myself. I lost a significant amount. I mean, it is what it is. I just said this at the beginning of the stream, and everything is fine and dandy, unicorns and rainbows. But also, I got clapped. I lost a limb out here. I'm walking with a limp. But I got gains, and we moved the line forward, and we're placing our flag in new lands. So shout out to the boomers out there. It's an excitement on the networks. FTM there at 137. It continues to go up. I'm getting these ads from Brave. I've been clicking on these ads now for, it seems like years. I'm sure it's over a year now. Getting BAT token converted to BTC. Guys, we're getting cryptos. We're earning cryptos left and right. We're farming. Where's my Crypt Walkers? It's an excitement on the networks. Kaboom, the Dab Master J, Jason Newberry, and the rest of the boomers. Guys, drop a comment on me. Let me know what's shaking and baking. So let's talk about, let's get straight to Fantom and see how high could it go. Let's at least look at it and make our speculative, predictions, I guess. Again, we're not, I gotta always put the disclaimer out for the little crypto cucks out there that may be listening live or on the replays. I'm not your crypto daddy. And I don't know what I'm talking about. This is all entertainment purposes. Hopefully you're having fun. This is for fun, and for pump, ka-pump, ka-boom, ka-beam, bada-boom. All right, let's go ahead and look at FTM. Trending over there on the GEC. Listen, guys, Solana, Avalanche, all that stuff's cute. All that stuff is cute, but it was already fattened. The pig was fairly fattened, so I looked in and identified a little more of a slender pig. This pig was a little more delgado. 136 over here on Fantom, market cap at $3.4 billion, almost $3.5 billion on the tables right now. Ranked number 5-4 on the networks. How high could this go? Listen, it's apparent to me that Fantom is comparable to Matic, to Avalanche, where you could simply swap out the MetaMask and, change the layer, the network, the bridge, boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's even comparable to Binance, but I'm not saying that it's going to pull up to the top 10. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it could contend with AVAX and Matic. AVAX and Matic are currently ranked. Matic is Polygon Matic there at 19, and then AVAX at 21. So they're basically neck and neck over here. Now, I'm not even saying it's going to surpass it. Let's say that it doesn't even match those. Let's say it falls short, and it pulls up over here and close to Theta, maybe close to Tron. Tron is still around. I don't know who's using it right now. I'm not, but I have. Let's say it does a little Monero on us. At 5.5 or an EOS, if anybody's still using the EOS, I think it could. I think it can pull up on EOS. I think Fantom could pull up on EOS. EOS is at 6 right now, and where was Fantom at 3.5? So that's almost a double up. So if it did double up, it would be 7, right? It would put it somewhere around Cosmos. So I mean, I think there's a potential, there's a possibility. I don't think it's off the table. let's say. I don't think it's off the table for Fantom to double up in this environment where Bitcoin stays around 51, Ether around 39 or 4. Now, listen, guys, if Bitcoin or Ether should continue to run up and exceed their all-time highs, forget about it. Forget about it. Boom! It would be a pumper. In my opinion, IMO. It would be a pumper for the majority of the altcoins, including Fantom and the rest of them that we like. I mean, if BTC can put on the heavy weight over here and, start slugging towards 100K or, at least maybe towards 75K, 60K and beyond, really. What's the all-time high? 64. So at least, it's still got 20% to put on. Then it's no telling what the altcoins to do. But, listen, all Bitcoin's got to do is just maintain the weight here above 50, around 50. I think if Bitcoin and Ether stick around 50 and 40 respectively, I think that, yes, Fantom has the potential to double up. What was the price for Fantom again? $1.30 or something like that? $1.36. So, yeah, I mean, you're looking at, I think, yeah, it can go to 250, 275 in this environment. Now, I'm not saying it's going to, but I wouldn't be surprised. Put it that way. I wouldn't be surprised. Guys, drop your comments. Let me know what's shaking and baking. What do you think? Are you in the hand? Are you shaking and baking with Fantom? What do you think it could do? And let's talk about the respective platforms and what they can do potentially. Let's go. Passive Crypto Show in the box. Dab Master J in the box. The pumpers, the OGs are in the box. So, Spooky is one, it's the main AMM. So if you were in Binance, you probably were in PancakeSwap. So this is basically comparable to PancakeSwap. Spooky Swap Boo. Spooky Swap Boo looking good over here at up 11% at $25, hitting all-time highs, right? Still not even an all-time high. All-time high is 27. So this thing's got some skin on the bones, some meat on the bones. So, let's look at Spooky real quick. I got my hands on Spooky, staking and baking. Spooky Swap right now is looking like a total value locked 336 mil, market cap at 125 milli. Circulating boos, look, the circulating boos are low. They're still lower than 10. This thing can still pump. So let's look at the boo market cap over here. Market cap over there, 110. It's the same thing it said on the other page, right? 110. Guys, this thing, Boo. You're telling me Boo, look, ranked 407. You're telling me Boo can't be like a 200 or at 150? I don't know. I don't know. Another one that I like here is Spirit. Spirit Swap, which is number 2 to Boo. There's more innovation over there, but I would say Boo runs a little faster, and sometimes they have better rates. But I wouldn't take Spirit Swap off the table. I mean, they're down 2% today, but they've been putting on weight. They're at 27 cents, and they're still some ways from their all-time high. They're at 37, which was just last week when things started running up. But I still think this one's got potential. Ranked, look at the rank here at 720. You're telling me this one can be a number 500 or even a 400 like Boo is? Yeah, I think so. Lex says, have you tried the D&D game that Andre is developing at the moment? I don't know who Andre is. And, it seems like you're kind of shilling, Lex. I'm going to be honest with you right now. So, I'll leave the comment up, but I don't know who that is. Free Frank says Boo is looking nice. Yeah, it is. And so is the whole ecosystem. Now, let's talk about the real slugger, though. The one that has made the most gains right now in the short term for us. Number 1028. Still a small fry on the table. Tarot or whatever you want to call it. 263. This thing has been... Guys, don't act like we weren't in this bag like... under 20 cents. This thing has really pumped on us. Okay, just hit its all-time high 13 hours ago, but this coin is not even, I don't even think it's a month old. And Terra is a supply and lend platform where you could leverage. It's degenerate-esque, and you could leverage up to 6x and farm those Terra. So I'm in there. I'm in it to win it. And there it is at 263. I mean, let's check out the going rates right now on Tarot. You could see some of the lending pools over here. FTM Tarot on Spooky and Spirit. You could do single assets and supply. Get about 50% on your Tarot. Fantom's paying a lot more right now on the supply side. About over 100% on supplying your Fantom. Now, one thing as a heads up with this Tarot, as the price or the TWAP, the total weighted average price, goes up, I believe that there's some sort of gates and valves on the withdrawal. So I supplied and I lend single asset Tarot. And the other day I went to withdraw and I was only able to withdraw like 5% of the amount I had loaned, which kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I didn't like that. I ended up selling a significant amount of my position because of that. The next day, though, I was able to access all my funds, and the price has continued to go up. So it's something to take into consideration. If you put your coins here and the price starts moving a lot, then there's gates and valves, and you may not be able to access it all at once. So that being, keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind and play it how you want to play it. In my opinion, IMO, everybody's got to do what they got to do. I'm just letting you know what happened to me. What do you think about marketplaces like FTT, CRO, and VGX? They sound like they're centralized. If I'm wrong, FTT sounds like a centralized exchange. They just got an arena and stuff. I think centralized exchanges are going to be archaic. It's about decentralized exchanges. Now, there is going to be some centralized exchanges. Obviously, there's going to be. But I think the future's in decentralization for now, although that may be a meme. I just don't see how FTT, CRO, or VGX has any better rates than other AMMs. At the end of the day, you can go into 1 inch and get a better deal for most of the time. Or 1 inch, which does the aggregation for all the swaps, including Sushi and Uni. But yeah, I mean, it's boomed. CRO, crypto.com is cool. I have an account there. Which are some of the top DeFi marketplaces? I don't know. Depends on what chain. Frank, it seems like you still got to do some research. But, the marketplaces are the automatic market makers, which are all a version of basically Uniswap. So it could be Uniswap, Sushi Swap, Pancake Swap, Spooky Swap, all the swaps. And those are decentralized exchanges, and they're all on different chains, and they all have a governance token in some way, some tokenomic to them, but they're similar. But FTT, CRO, those are companies, which is good. I mean, I'm not against companies either, but like let's call it for what it is. Crypto's not about corporations. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's not a corporation, nor can you call 1-800-BITCOIN. You can't call 1-900-SATOSHI. And, let them know about your blockchain issues. It doesn't happen like that. But you could call crypto.com, which is kind of good for certain things. I'm not one of these radicals that are like, oh, it's got to be decentralized. It's got to be centralized. You just got to call it for what it is. The point of crypto, okay, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree, is a custody thing, okay? If you're dealing with a major corporation, they're in custody, not your keys, not your crypto. I mean, it may be booming, it may be good. I mean, I have, like I said, I got an account. I did the KYC with them and everything. But you got to know what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? When you go to the bank, it's their bag, not yours. You just go and ask for it. You got to ask for permission. You got to kiss ass, or you got to throw them a selfie, or you got to jump through a hoop. But with crypto, it's not like that. You own the bag. And nobody could tell you nothing. It's more of a control thing, you know what I mean? Custody is the word. But I don't like other than that, I think the tokens have done well. VGX, I forgot which one that is. It's Verge or something? I forgot which one that is. But FTT is the FTT Exchange, CRO, crypto.com. But check those out, What else is booming today over here on my watch list? It's been Fantom, guys. Sheesh. I gotta say. MDX is another exchange. Look at MDX against ETH. They're cross-chain, I believe, with Binance. They're up 17%. Rune is still moving. Rune Thorchain. This idea was a great idea and a great, but they got hacked several times. a swap that allows you to swap between cross chains. So you could swap the real Bitcoin for the real Litecoin decentralized. So, I mean, I still have a hand in Rune, although it doomed. It's like, here's a perfect example of a great idea, good tech, and then it doesn't really pan out the way you expect it to because there was some exploits or whatever, but the idea is like, it's solid. And then, of course, you got Hex. Hex over there at 40 cents. Wow. Incredible, guys. Incredible. You know, all the non-believers, including myself for a while, I was like, and I wasn't hating. Let me be honest with you. I was like, most people just come in. I'll be like, look, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And, you know, I kept it moving. And never did I throw shade or say, like, no, that thing's a scam like so many others did. You know, I know better than that. But I certainly didn't pay attention to it as soon as I should have. But hey, we're in it to win it, guys. And like I said, I don't see a reason for Hex to dump in anticipation for this pulse chain fork. And this thing is looking to change the game out here. What an idea! This fork. I mean, it's pretty aggressive, and I like it. You know. And the thing is, with this Hex community, you could say what you want to say about them, but there's a strong community, and they're ready to pump and boom. Okay, it's not like, you know, it's not like somebody like. Respectfully, it's not like Cardano, for instance, which has got like cool tech and there's a lot of nerds. But, you know, the Cardano community is not composed as money boomers as, say, the Hex community. You could say what you want to say. One could be more intellectual than the other. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm saying when it comes down to price pumping, you already know. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? And to act like people are not in this for the gains and they're all in it for the tech, bro. If you're in it for the tech, bro, I mean, go buy Monero and please just get offline because it's all about privacy and being crypto, which means a certain level of privacy, a certain level of anonymity. This whole thing should be changed from like crypto coins to just boom coins. I mean... Let's be honest. Shout out to Adrian. You're right. He says, you know, hopefully. Free Flank says Voyager. I heard about it, but I don't use that. What else is boom? Here's another example of great idea tech, bro. And companies are behind it, bro. But it doesn't boom, bro. Look at Theta. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still at $8. You know, it's a great idea. Let me tell you. I mean, I think this is, I like it. And, you know, you got Samsung, you got Google with nodes. They got the potential for the NFT marketplace. But, you know, a bunch of cool tech, bro. But where is the pump? Where is the pump with Theta? Kaboom! Big truce in the building. Welcome back, bro. It's been a minute. Hopefully you're booming with the boomers out there. It's been a run out here, guys. We're still in the trenches. We're still swinging for the fences. Shout out to all the Barry Bonds of crypto, the Mark McGuires of crypto. That's another example of cool tech, bro. Corporations, bro. But the price didn't pump. You know what I mean? So you could go ahead and, you know, you could everything can look nice and shiny and it can check all the boxes as did Theta. But where's the price pump? Where did it go? What happened? You know what I mean? I still want him to win, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the idea. Got Cake holding steady. This is a good play. Still got a bag of Cake. This thing, Cake, is there at $23, $24, about $25. And it's, you know, it's got its APY around 90%. Or an APR, excuse me. But let's not act like the boomer of all the boomers hasn't been teared this past week. This thing has really took off on us. And I think it's got more meat on the bones. Ranked number 1021. You're looking at how high could this one go? You know, with a market cap at 13 million. You're looking at this thing could do a $50 million market cap easy. And close to 5x. I mean, this thing could be over $10 at the end of the day. If you ask me, you know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, now, all of us, you know, on the same token, pun intended, they can have an exploit tomorrow and they can end up like Tomb. You know, Tomb was doing great. Let's go back and see what Tomb's doing. It was pegged, nice pegged to Fantom for months. Everything doing good. And then from not even one day to another, 1 hour to another, an exploit and it lost 50% of its value. And then when that happened, I was like, see you later. I'm not going to stick around to see what happens and this and this and that. And I'm glad I did. Look, it dumped down at 15 cents. You know? What happened to Bunny, says Jason. That one's another one that got exploited. They're still around, though. They're still around. And, you know, there's a recovery fund and, you know, but they're still around. Look, they're ranked number 1547. And look at the price, though, of Pancake Bunny, $6.99. There was times that this token was like $200 plus. What's the all-time high? $5.12. You know, it's still functioning, though. It's still functioning. They suffered some sort of a flash loan attack or something. Yeah, there it is. Bunny suffered a flash loan attack on May 20th. You could read about that. Kindly read the postmortem. And they have some sort of a solution, so they say. I don't know. You know, luckily I wasn't impacted by that one. But I was impacted by that tomb exploit. So, you know, again, that's what it is with crypto, guys. You can't expect to just jump into the DeFi game, the crypto game, and not get clapped at one point. Can't wait around the party to see what happens next. No. Don't be one of those guys. Absolutely. You're right, Jojo. Like, I learned that quickly, you know. It's a lot of people get curious and then they get into a coin and like, no, I do them, and they want to stick. Let's see what happens because of the tech, this and this. You know, when something happens, I always think of it like this. What's the potential for booming and the potential for dooming? You know, which way could it go right now? And after an exploit, in my opinion, the potential for going down is higher for the potential to go up. So, you know, that's where I decide to take the L and move. You know what I mean? Like that, you know, sometimes you got to ask yourself, and almost every play that I get into, I'm like, all right, I'm getting into this play. Like, what's the potential that it can go up or the potential that it can go down? You know what I mean? And obviously, you want to be in plays that have more potential. We're looking for potential out here, obviously. If not, you just stay in stable coins and earn APY, which is not bad. You know what I mean? That's, again, all, in my opinion, IMO. But that's what it is, Pancake. But you know what? It's clone over there on Matic, Adamant, which is somewhat of a clone to Pancake Bunny, has been doing excellent. Now, there's a couple improvements. They have some gates and valves. They got lockups. They got different things going on. And they've been rolling pretty solid. They're at $31. They haven't boomed. They haven't doomed. And actually, I kind of like that. An all-time high of 86 4 months ago. And they're still going steady. I actually have a 4-year lockup over there with Addy East that is doing a 3x multiplier, paying about 1,100 APR. Almost 3% a day. So I'm not mad at that. I'll show you guys. I think it's one of the better lockups right now that I've identified. And there it is. This one. Addy ETH. 1125 max APR if you lock up for max time. If not, no lockup, you still get 375. So that's not bad. And that, again, if you could see, this is a very much like Pancake Bunny. Yeah, you know, Adamant helps Polygon farmers maximize their year. One thing I like about Addy is that it's not paired with Matic as its main liquidity pool. Rather, it's paired to ETH, which actually I kind of like because, you know, there's less volatility with something like ETH on Ether than there is on Matic. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll take a few more comments and questions, and I'll go ahead and retire the stream for today. But it's been a boom. I'm excited, and, you know, I'm pretty much stopped buying the dips. I mean, I would buy a dip if I see a significant dip on any of these FTM platforms. But the only dips I've been buying is taking some profits and buying dips in Hex. Because I plan to hold Hex till at least, you know, this fork. You know, and I do have some stakes. George says, holding ADA for 912 hard fork? No, I'm not, you know. I'm not. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the way I look at it. And I'm limited to keep it 1,000 with you. Cardano, I think, is here to stay. I think they're definitely going to boom, and they got potential to do. They got plenty of potential, right? Like, I don't think it's a boomer. But what's more guaranteed to me is Bitcoin and Ether. It's more guaranteed to stick around. And, like, while Cardano probably has more potential upside than Bitcoin and Ether, it's not completely that much. So when I'm looking for upside, I'm looking for smaller cap coins. You know what I mean? That's why I haven't gone into like Solana or Polkadot. And I'm not really even that heavy-handed on Binance anymore because I feel like they've already kind of grown to where they've grown. Yeah, I mean, they could put on weight. Cardano could go to $3, $4, $5. Yeah, it could double up, but so can, I think Fantom could do more. I think Terra could do more. You see what I'm saying? And if I want safety and I want a longer-term play to hodl, I'll hodl Bitcoin and Ether. I look at it like this. Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, those are solid coins that if you get into, you probably need to hodl them. Don't expect like major 10Xs on them. So if I want something to be operating, I'm probably not going to be operating with Cardano. There's not much to do over there. So, I just said, well, I'll just hold ETH. Now, if I'd rather just take that capital and put it into Fantom because there's more to do and I think there's more potential upside. That's respectfully, not because I think that, Cardano's bad. I think they're actually good. But you see what I'm saying? I'm in it for the gains, not because, the tech is good, bro. Lion Empire Legal says Hex is booming. Yeah, and that's another thing. I'd rather go ahead and buy some Hex because I feel like the potential for upside with Hex right now is way more than Cardano. Simply because of this fork. And again, this is all my opinion. Now let's be positive about Cardano. Do I think like it could gain share on Ether? Yeah, like is it bad to hold Cardano for long term? Probably not. No. Like if you tell me, you know what, champ, I don't want ETH. I'm going to hold Cardano instead. I'll be like, all right, I see that. I get you. Not for me, but I understand. I don't think it's a dumb move. And they probably will boom there with this fork. I don't know. That note, guys, I'm out of here. Shout out to George, Kaboom, Lion, Jojo, Jason, George, Truce, the rest of the pumpers in the building. I appreciate every one of you maniacs. Stay strong out there, and I'll be back tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne crypto. Thank you for booming in.